What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On this segment, let's talk about Paddy Pimblett's comments regarding him doing better than Charles Oliveira against Islam Makhachev. So this has created kind of like a buzz online. Reading the comments, people are kind of getting on Paddy. They're like, oh, you think you're better than Charles. You got fans laughing at him, saying that he's unproven. Kind of like, how dare he say something like that? But I'm going to explain why he would even say something like that in the first place. Here's the number one reason. He's a fighter. To be a professional fighter on that level, at the elite level, I mean, he's in the UFC. The UFC, for the most part, has the best mixed martial arts fighters on the planet. For the most part. But let's just use the term elite. If you're an elite fighter, or you want to be an elite fighter, or even a champion, you have to have like deluded confidence. Yes, you have to be somewhat delusional, kind of crazy, an extreme confidence and self-belief in yourself. And I guarantee you, if you ask Paddy Pimblett, can he beat Charles Oliveira, it's going to be a resounding yes. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. He has self-belief. He wants to become UFC champ. Of course he thinks he's better than Charles Oliveira. What's the guy going to do? Go up there and say, nah, you know, if I fought Islam, he would have waxed me quicker than he beat Charles. I would have stood no chance, you know. I don't really belong there. I don't think I'll ever get there. I mean, I'm just not at the skill level of some of these guys. They're like way above me. No aspiring champion's gonna say that. And to be honest with you, like, look, I remember when Jon Jones first hit the scene. People were ragging on Jon Jones. They were calling him a hype train. They were saying, oh, wait till he fights somebody better. He only looks that good because he's fighting a certain level of competition. Can't wait for the hype train to be derailed. And it's like, how many times have you seen those comments? Every time a fighter shows promise, starts winning fights, goes on a streak, it's like this common thing. I don't know if it's like insecurity in some of these fans where they feel like they have to put people down who have lofty goals or are doing something difficult, chasing a dream. I don't know if it's that, this mass psychological quirk, but you see it all the time in MMA. I mean, all the damn time. And then when these people go on to do great things, become contenders, sometimes become world champ, it's like these same people become fans. Like they have nothing to say. They have to eat their words. Some people delete the comments. So with Paddy Pimblett, it's like you don't really know where his ceiling is. I mean, guys improve with every fight. You know, maybe he looks a little bit sloppy to some people on the feet, but you know, that's the beauty of being a human being, not like a cup, you know, or an inanimate object, a piece of plastic. You know, as a human being, you can grow, you can adapt, you can improve, you can get better. And we see it with these fighters. You know, look at Henry Cejudo. When Henry Cejudo first hit the scene, he was predominantly a wrestler, with good reason, because his wrestling pedigree is just through the roof. One of the most decorated, best wrestlers to ever enter the sport. But what happened, you know, as his career went on, his striking caught up. Now, I wouldn't say that his striking is on the same level of his wrestling, but it's getting there. He's very formidable standing. There was one fight in particular, I don't remember the opponent, but you saw this dramatic shift, like with one fight. He came out in a karate stance, and his stand-up looked way more formidable compared to his last fight. That was just like one fight. So in the case of Paddy Pimblett, you know, you see a lot of people putting him down, making fun of him, saying that the UFC is behind him. He's a hype train. Maybe he never becomes champion. Maybe he does fizzle out. Maybe he loses his next fight coming up. Or he goes on, keeps winning, keeps improving, and he reaches the very top one day. But back to the main topic, yeah, of course he's going to believe in himself. Of course he's going to say that he would have did better against Islam Makhachev. I mean, I think it's wild to say. Do I believe that right now at this point? No, I don't. But I don't find it crazy that he's saying that. And styles make fights. I mean, Paddy kind of goes for it. You never know how that fight could have played out. But again, for the record, I mean, I do think Charles is a lot better than Paddy Pimblett right now. Charles is like, he's an all-time great, future Hall of Famer in my opinion. But yeah, guys, I don't know what else to say about this topic. I don't know why it's such a shock for people, for fans, when fighters, you know, they're confident. Guys say like, oh, you know, he's cocky, he's delusional. Yes. You have to be cocky, delusional, egotistical to become a UFC champ or to be great at anything. You got to put yourself out there. You got to say, I'm the best. You have to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Watch. That's how it is. Half step in, not really believing in yourself. That ain't it. You're never going to make it. There's a saying, if you don't believe in yourself, how could you expect anybody else to believe in you? Like from the outside. But actions speak louder than words. You have to prove it. You have to show people. A lot of times when you have a dream, when you have some lofty goal, people are they're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna make fun of you. They're gonna say, oh yeah, right, okay. But if you believe in yourself, you know you can do something. You just have to show people. They're not gonna understand what you're trying to do. They're not gonna understand your dream. It's your job to show people what you could do and that it could be done. Then they'll hop on board. But ultimately, you should do things for yourself. Screw what people say. Anyway, rant. That's all I got, guys. If you want to drop an opinion on this topic, on Paddy Pimblett's comments regarding Charles Oliveira's performance against Islam, how he would have did better, please feel free, drop your comments. I will read them. Thanks for watching the segment, and until next time, you guys take care.